Microsoft Word is more than just a word processing tool. It's a powerful tool that can be used in your classroom. Begin by opening Microsoft Word from your dashboard and creating a new blank document. Now that we've opened a new Word document, I'm going to paste the student sample that I found on the internet. Just a copy and paste so that gives us something to work with. When I have my document written here, you'll see I have this little box that pops up on the right-hand side. It's also found here. It looks like a little feather. Your document needs to be more than a few words before it has a frame of reference, but you see here now when I go to Editor, it gives me a score. It tells me what type of writing I'm looking at, and I can change this. When I update it for the type of writing I'm looking at, it updates my score. If this were a professional writing document, it gives me a series of suggestions and has graded my paper at just over 80%. Or if I change this to a casual document, you can see it's now 85%. The rules have now changed based on the type of writing I'm doing. Spelling and grammar remain the same, as they always have with Word. I see the underlined words, and when I select them, it gives me a suggestion of what I should do to fix it. But I also have two new buttons here. Well, I have Ignore, but I have Show Learning Tip. When I select Show Learning Tip, it gives me a suggestion of my type of writing and why I should use that particular suggestion. So now I can take the suggestion or I can ignore it. You'll see the editor now looks for more than just spelling and grammar suggestions. If I change my piece of writing from casual to, say, formal, it updates my score and changes the rules and suggestions. So it's looking for things now such as clarity and consciousness, formality, and perspectives. Each suggestion is listed over here, and when I click on them, it'll highlight in my paper. So now I have an option to not just update or ignore something, but I can also see why that should be changed. You'll see when I make those corrections, it gives me a suggested score for my paper. Here it asks me to say trees, and now I've made all of the corrections suggested, so it's saying for a piece of formal writing, this is 100%. Let's see what other suggestions Microsoft can make for me. So you can see now that I've updated all of my suggestions, they all have checks on them, and my paper is graded at 100%. But down here, I also have a check for online sources. This helps to see if my paper has been copied from a source online, which we know it has. So you can see that it finds right here where it thinks I took this piece of information from. So now I can add an in-text citation, or I could ignore it. Let's add the in-text citation, and it takes care of that for me, putting it right into my paper. I also can copy the full citation to the clipboard. When using my citations, I have a choice between MLA or APA formatting, or I can make a note for myself. So I'm going to go ahead and put these citations in, and you can see it's updated here on the right-hand side. Other features that are now included are text predictions, where it can give me suggestions, or I can see document statistics, such as how many words I have, how long it should take me to read this, and my readability score. All of these tools can help me to write a great paper in any style that I want, simply by choosing the style and then making the correct suggestions. For example, under clarity, it'll say instead of submit, maybe I should use the word give or send. And remember, I can always choose the light bulb to see why.